Alright, well, I'm gonna give you guys an update of the fish room. Right now, we're just outside the room. I have a 65-gallon show tank here. Unfortunately, I couldn't fit it in the room, but it's better outside the room. People can take a look at it. I got 2 10 gallons there that are eventually going to be moved into the room. I got guppies in that far one, and I got basically the babies of 2 cichlids, a super red peacock, and I think they call it a blood dragon. She's an albino. They're doing pretty well. Let's go take a look at the room. So this is pretty much where we're at right now. This is the big rack. This big rack is going to hold 10-gallon tanks on top. I can fit about another 6 or 7 on top of 10 gallons. Then the second rack is going to be all 20-gallon highs. And down here, it's a 55-gallon. Took some guppies from my friend. I literally just set up this tank. That's why the sponge filters are floating around with a lot of air and the sponges still. But yeah, he couldn't hold the fish anymore, so I took them for him. And this is where they're at. I'm eventually going to do a pond in the backyard, so they'll be going in the pond soon as I get that set up. But they're fine here for now. Yeah, they're doing pretty well. Basic goldfish, but they needed that at home, so I took them. And the 10 gallons all on top are gonna hold all the guppies that are gonna be breeding. 20-gallon highs, I most likely, if I'm successful with all the angelfish that I'm trying to breed, will be grow-out tanks. But if the guppies start breeding quicker, which is most likely what's going to happen, and I need bigger space for the fry, they'll probably go in the 20-gallon highs. Let me get this air out of here. Okay. And like I said, this is going to be now, this rack is going to be a 29-gallon highs on obviously the middle row and then on the bottom row. There's dividers in the tanks to utilize the space really. And basically just breeding tanks. These 2 paired up on the left side. They've been doing pretty well. Every 2 weeks the female's been dropping eggs, but it seems like the male hasn't been really fertilizing the eggs too well. So they're still young. See what happens. These guys I just got a couple days ago. No action yet, but supposedly from the other breeder that I got, there's a pair in here that are a breeding pair. He gave me 1 extra one, so see what happens. This is going to be another tank that's going to have a divider in it, set up for angelfish. Taking my time, no rush, but main focus that I always did was guppies. So guppies will be, like I said, another 6 or 7 tanks on top. 20-gallon highs are going to be mainly for, like I said, for the grow out for the angelfish if I'm successful with it. If not, will be for the guppies. There's also 10-gallon tanks down here next to the 55, which most likely will be used for the guppies as well. And I got my 125, basically just another show tank. Got this guy in here yesterday. It was definitely experience to move this thing, but we got it done. She's looking good, so all the fish are pretty healthy. That's the father to the babies. That just shows you outside of them. The mother, she's usually hiding somewhere around this tank, but she's usually hard to find. One day I'll go into detail of this tank, what I got in there. It's been doing good. Got some pothos on top. It's growing well. Most likely I'm going to be hanging a TV in here too, so when I'm in here doing some water changes, I'll be hanging out. But as far as water goes, in this corner here, I'm going to put a sink, slop sink, Just a basic slop sink, and just got to figure out drainage. If not, I'm not gonna do a sink. I'll probably just do just water access to have some water, some pipes. So in this panel here in the ceiling, I have access to water. So luckily my friend's a plumber, so he'll be here to run some lines, and I'll have some water in this room. So then again, like with drainage and stuff, you know, don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Still an idea. So as of right now, regular water changes manually. Will be nicer once I get that water too. You know, so it's coming together. It's coming together. Again, I'm taking my time. I only really been doing this for, I don't know, 5 years the most. Listen, Guppies are simple. You know, they basically do the work for you. Angelfish is another game, another level. So we'll see what happens. Just taking my time, getting everything set up the right way, not rushing anything, letting the water cycle through. I have some sponge filters that I've had in my past tanks that are already cycled, so I threw them in the tank, especially this one. The sponge filters were already in tanks that were cycled already, so we're pretty much okay to throw these guys in there. And I did some seat chem stability, some prime. They're pretty good to go. And again, this is not that permanent home just for right now. The pond, don't know when that's going to be done. I got to get this room done first. So, an air system right now. I'm just running basically pour fly air pump. Thing's pretty nice. It's quiet, real quiet. So I ordered 3 of them or 2 of them to basically run this rack once I get all the water and all the tanks situated, and then another one for this rack once I get situated with this one. But we're getting there. That's another thing too. I gotta get a better divider. I'm having this issue today. They keep squeezing through. I gotta get a better divider that's gonna fit properly. So now I gotta fish this guy out of here and put it back the other side. It's not what we're gonna be, buddy. Nope. So we'll get him out of here soon. But again, this is what the room looks like, and like I said, we're getting there. I'll keep you guys updated on everything once we settle in.